What's going on? Okay. Aries, welcome to this place. Welcome back if you're returning. I have two pens of the same nature. It's fine. So, this is a 6-month review. The energy before your reading was... I guess I want to explain a little bit of what I was doing because I always take that as a little message. So, I've been teaching myself something new. Oh my god, we've been talking about this. So you were telling me what I needed to do. Okay, well, I heard remember that's for you too. But yeah, I've been teaching myself something new because there are things that I really want to do. And that's the only way to get it done is to study and to try and trial and error. And for me, you know, I did get a little bit frustrated at times, but I also had some really wonderful people. Like when I got out of my own way and my own stubbornness, you know what I'm talking about? I reached out for help, and I actually I did what I could as far as I could until I got stuck, right? And then when I did, I knew it wasn't a big deal. I just needed some help. And so I reached out, and I actually ended up in that particular situation, ended up getting in contact with a person that was very helpful, extremely helpful. Some of you, this could be a man particularly, but this person was so kind and so patient. And at the end of it, they were thanking me for calling them, you know, for reaching out to them, even though I was the one that felt like I needed to thank them for helping me. So it was this really beautiful exchange of energy. And at the end, he was just like, God bless you. He's just like, God bless you and all that you're doing. I see great success for you in your life. And that really got me. And that's when I already knew we were going to tap into your energy. So I guess that's a part of what's going to happen for you over these next 6 months. Or this is an energy that's building and then perhaps will show itself more after we walk this 6-month period. Okay? Pardon me. And I was very excited. Like after I got past that hump, oh my god, it's like you had to climb a fence and then all of a sudden you're in this beautiful, big, open field, you know? So much can be created there. So, Aries, we're going to pick some cards. I guess that's your channeled messages, part of them. Some astrological bits. So this reading particularly was inspired by the eclipses, which usually work in 6-month periods. Like the majority of what will be panned out works out in that time frame. So if you want to look back on what you have achieved, maybe some of you need to, like changes or accomplishments, things, again, things you've gotten over the last 6 months, the last year and a half, okay? But yeah, this reading is inspired by that. Jupiter also is playing a big role in this. We'll do a separate video about that in totality, but Jupiter is a very blessed planet, and it will be going retrograde about the beginning of this 6-month period, and through it, as we complete that, Jupiter will be forward, and then Venus goes direct. Venus comes retrograde. And they're kind of having a conversation, so these could be important. And actually, when I rolled the dice, you had Jupiter arrive, so there's like an emphasis of that. Where this is affecting you, if we look at specifically the eclipse places, is you're going from the 6th house to the 12th house. And I feel like Aquarius's reading will be helpful because I actually misspoke in them and kind of gave extra information to the 6th, 12th house axis in ways of health and ways of your day-to-day and healing. We'll go over it with you too, but I feel like some of you have Aquarius in a very specific place, like your Aquarius rising or on your angles, or something is significant there. So resting will be very helpful. Some of you could get a new mattress over the next 6 months, or do something in relation to how you, 12th house is the bedroom, right? It's like the sleeping room. So maybe it's something as simple as, you know, on a Saturday you decide to paint the walls, or you again get a new mattress, or you rearrange that room, maybe change that room. It's something about it in some kind of way. I would also say that right, we sleep 1/3 of our life, and that has so much to do with our health, you know. I could also see that if some of you are having pain in your body or any, I don't see like major health issues for you particularly. It's more of, okay, I'm working every day. Sixth house is like when we close. It's what represents the little bits of what we have to do every day. What we're kind of obligated to do, our duties, and also when we close out our day, like, okay, I just did all those duties. Now we're back in the, we're actually in the sixth house, which is between 6 and 8 p.m. Usually most people are done work then. So this is like how you wind down. You know, maybe some of you are changing some of your nighttime routine. 12th house is also, to me, sort of a nighttime house, but it's also the very early mornings, 6 to 8 a.m. So these could also be significant times for you. Or again, I guess that's kind of the 2 hours after, because everyone has a little different of a schedule. It could be like 2 hours from when you wake up, after you wake up, 2 hours after you get out of work. Those periods want your attention, and as we're eclipsing something, it's creating a change. You know, some of you, for instance, you just moved in with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and this sun and the moon energy is combining, or you just had a child, or there's something like that, or you're single and you're wanting to be more open to relationships, and you're preparing for that kind of thing. I could also see in ways of, again, I didn't see a lot of physical kind of stuff, but again, as sixth house is our health, and it's also the battlefield. Remember, we're in peacetime now, so you're good. You know, I heard you don't have to fight for your life anymore about anything. But this could be 6 and 12 together. Could also be where you find a person that does body work, or some kind of spiritual work that could help you work through, I don't know if it's emotions through the body, or it could just be Reiki. And again, energy work could be, you find a good masseuse, you find something, could even be a place for some of you who are like, oh, I found a nice salon that does pedicures decent, you know what I mean? Like something that takes care of you because you work so hard. Do you know what I mean? And so as you, I'm seeing the word longevity, you're good. Okay. Let's see what Zumi has to say. Our wonderful spirit guide. Thanks. Oh my God. Yes. Didn't you already have this authority? Didn't you have this for October? Right, you were being granted authority. You were being granted some kind of promotion with something. So I heard that didn't, so that reading didn't lie. It's in, maybe this is where you're also going in relation to that as well. Zumi says she wants you to have good authority in ways of your decision making also. I heard some of you need to know that authority does not mean, I'm picturing Taurus energy. Authority does not mean mean. Authority means clear, slow to anger. Appropriate authority is clear, slow to anger, intelligibly listening and speaking and deciding, right? Okay. So you have this power, and this is something you're also practicing. People really come to you. You're meant to be more than what you're meant to be more than what you believe that you could be. Some of you feel bad about succeeding. Oh, now we have the King and Queen of Swords. The King and Queen of Spades. So this is a kind authority. This is also making executive decisions, putting positive foresight. You get a lot of air here. Positive foresight in ways of financial things also. Right, because 6th house and 12th house is a house of debt also. So paying off anything could be abundance. Yeah, if you have it, do it. Especially in ways of health things. For some of you, it might be like, you need to go to the dentist, but you've been putting it off because it's expensive. It's like, no, put that money towards your, I see again, longevity, right? Getting a new mattress, well, that's helpful. It's wearing good shoes. It's these kinds of things. That would be where it's not, like, because I feel like sometimes a person thinks that it's frivolous to take care of themselves. Or to do something because someone didn't show them. But remember, you've also been learning these things that you kind of haven't done before. In new ways. This is also a very kind, there's really kind women and men. If you're in a relationship, right, whatever your one-on-one connections are, they're very, I see these as very integrity, very positive, very positive. Some of you may have pets that are also very important. Oh, that's another thing about 6th, 12th house is your pets will become, your small animals will also become important. Maybe they'll be more snuggly with that 12th house energy. Oh, I saw some of you have a dog or might get a dog too. Something you have to go walk. It's more, it could be just a cat, but there's something, I feel like there's something more than a cat too. All right. Cool. All right, let's choose my homegirl Alexandra's cards and see about these next 6 months beyond that. So beyond the foundation of insightful, kind authority. This is for Aries. Oh my gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. So these next... Okay, this is so trippy. So I've been seeing this 6-month period like as a bridge. And then when I got to Scorpio, I was like, all right, we've been talking about this for years now. Like, we talked about what's happening now in some way or another years ago. And now it's a reality. And something is going to get you even closer to what I heard what you want it to be. And do you see how beautiful it is that here is this bridge, sun shining, right? There's no traffic on this path. There's nothing jarring. It's a smooth path for you these next 6 months. Don't doubt that. Sit on your throne. Here's fire sign. Sit on your throne. I heard understand your position. Something's going to make you understand your position. And I see again where someone is stepping into a place of authority. Like it's like a new level because I'm seeing another person be like, yes, I understand you. They're like, yes, I understand you. They're looking up to you. And again, that authority of the person that's being looked up to is something that is so kind and resourceful. And I saw someone pull back a bow. Pull back a bow. How do you do it this? So what are you aiming for? Because if you're gonna shoot a bow and you want it to go further than what's right in front of you, if you want a further trajectory, you aim up, you aim high, right? Aim high. And then I saw when someone's just like this, and it was like, ah! So you don't have to be careful of what's above you, but you just want to be aware. And I keep hearing someone be like, heads up, heads up. That's really good. Okay. What is this? You don't... Even when you don't believe in... Even when someone doesn't believe in themselves, someone else does. So I heard that we're all keeping each other afloat that way. Because it's hard to keep your own bubble big all the time, right? But sometimes we're not so buoyant. Wow, and then the king. Look at this king and queen. Look at that awesome connection. You know, facing each other, sitting confidently. Some of you will do very well in your career next year. As we move across this bridge too. Oh, I see. Some of you have to do something in your home. It has something to do with home or family right now as we begin this. Again, we talked about the mattress or rearranging things or painting the walls. It's comforting something. Because it has a lot to do with how you rest your mind also. Because I think to ultimately achieve, you don't have to do too much, but you have to do something. Again, that's new. I mean, it could just be a mentality. I heard, don't forget to believe in you. Huh. Okay. So there's fire. So we have fire signs. Air signs are important. Fire signs, earth signs, water. Oh, you have all of them. Okay, so everybody is here. Oh my goodness, 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups with the 10 of Cups and the King and Queen. So some of you get married. This is a beautiful combining. people are giving what they're supposed to, you know? It's like they know what they can do, and they believe in you. They believe in you. I don't know if it's exactly because you believe in them, but like, this is a really awesome relationship too. If this is romantic, it's like if you're dating, you're gonna get married, or if you're already married, it's like this is so you're in such a good space. If you're connected romantically and it's already been established. If it's brand new, let me see. Well, I guess you know what a red flag is now. Right? Just don't lie to yourself and you'll be good. King and Queen of Swords we started out with. I mean, I don't think you're going to live in the dark about that. So, and if this is professionally, this is also beautiful too, because this is where, again, people are willing to pay for your services, if whatever it is that you do. Someone has really good ideas. You're putting a lot of positive energy into things. It could be even creatively. Some of you specifically are very creative, and that's also, again, whatever it is that a person does, where they put their heart and soul into something. People are, again, on the other side of that, are like, that's who I want. That, you know, like, I heard that's my masseuse. That's my whatever it is. They're like, they're the best. Yeah, I totally, like, huh. Well, all right, let's reel back a little bit. The readings, I go through Pisces lens a lot when I'm reading, so it floats out and I kind of forget like where we are. So the intention of this reading, again, was the next 6 months. So if we take the cards that are here, it's beautiful for you, Aries. Your relationships, again, with other people are mutual and respectable. If you've been looking for anything, it will be presented to you. If it doesn't come ultimately through these next 6 months, it could be at the end, like as you cross the bridge. You know, maybe you're building up the energy or the, you know, because sometimes we have to prepare emotionally for something, you know. And I do see positive relationships with family. I see positive relationships with work. These are very, again, respectable, mature relationships, especially in the adult world. And I heard Saturn does want you to take something that you create, or like your time, what you're learning about, seriously. Because, right, it seems to be that someone is basically ready emotionally. They're ready energetically. I think we're working, the other two that are needing time, I guess, or some space, is the mental, which is about, it means, so something has to be learned or known. So we got information gathered. And then the financial thing or the physical thing comes after that. Because it may be like, okay, I feel ready. Again, I'm into it. But if say someone was just like, okay, well, you do that. Well, how much would this be to do that? Like, there's a question on the other side in relation to what you're wanting, that you need to know what the answer is to that before you get asked. I don't feel like you'll miss an opportunity, but someone could really, I mean, shoot, King of Coins and the Ten of Coins is saying, I believe in you. I will give you a whole bunch of something for what you have. Again, someone is desirable. They believe in them. This is a big deal, right? Ten of Pentacles, it isn't just a here today, gone tomorrow. This is something that's very long lasting. It has a lot of stability, and it goes deep into the future. So you're meant to kind of think about now like that in a very positive way. Virgo, yeah. Pisces, which is where these eclipses begin. So 6th house, 12th house. I would look at those in your map for you as well. Did we also mention your 2nd and your 11th house? I mean, that's financial, and the 11th house is your wishes and your dreams coming true. So some of you, again, retrograde, in this retrograde period, something really beautiful, I really think, is coming to you. You just have to learn something. And really ask your heart what it wants. Really ask your heart, retrograde, in this retrograde period, really ask your heart what it wants. And what you're wanting to be creating. And what do you need to know to make that creation a reality? Because once it becomes in the physical world, it is, I heard, establishing. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like here, you don't got to worry about, you know, like, for instance, we could take this any way, but when King of Pentacles shows up, say like as a partner, as a person, that person ain't going nowhere. That person is steady. They will be, they will friend till the end, like, you know, ride or die person. Like it's real. Again, it's not a here today, gone tomorrow kind of energy. It's Taurus. It's fixed. It's real. And what's beautiful about it is it's soft too. You know, it's comfortable. 10 of Cups. It's comfy. It's comfy. Maybe that's what some of you are seeking. Comfort in your later years. And so I just saw Saturn. Because whatever the thing that you think, oh man, I don't know anything about it. I don't know if this is too out there, but this is the way I see it. Is like the thing that you you get frustrated with, you're like, I don't understand that, or I just don't, my brain doesn't work like that. I mean, I guess you could always hire somebody to do it sometimes, but there must be something you have to do in and of yourself. But the point of the story is that it's as if you already did that in another life. You know, say you're not great with money. It would be like in another life you were a banker, or like you were the accountant of something, you know, the king or whatever. Like for me, for instance, I'll give an example. For me, for instance, I'm so technology's cool. Here we are. I like the positive of it, but in a very simple way. You start getting into complex things about it, and I get all wrapped up, and I get so frustrated. But then sometimes I think I was like, maybe I fucking helped invent the internet and I don't even know. You know, I started to ask some kind of weird question, how to get in the box, how to open Pandora's box. And now here we are in this day and age. But either way, you've already done it before, so you have the experience somewhere. It's just learning it through a different vessel. Okay. Okay, Ace of Swords, that's the end of the story. Oh, I love you, Aries. Thank you for this good energy. I'm so happy for you. Holy moly. You know, and if those of you who are new or still here, it's like we don't I mean, we try to always find the positive in the situation, of course, with being logical and seeing like when, because for instance, the devil could have showed up. He didn't. God showed up, but the devil didn't show up. Great. The tower could have showed up. Nope. The tower wasn't there. We had the Ten of Pentacles, which is a solid castle, right? Built not, it built in a good spot. You know, we could have had, it could have been something else, but it's not. It could have, and what's beautiful is what it is, and what it seemingly will be is something so positive. I mean, I heard that doesn't mean we're allowed to be careless. Like, oh, but it means that you don't have to worry. Ace of Swords. Love you. Take care. Peace.